everybody. There were some questions the other day on Facebook how to properly put up an Airstream awning, and a lot of people commented on it because somebody posted something that was incorrect in the way they put it up. But it's an absolutely natural idea that this person had, because I know that I've done it myself. So a lot of people were commenting how to put up the awning and how they put it up, etc., etc. And then I started thinking that I should make a little video on how to put it up, because I'm only 5 feet tall. I'm not that strong. And so I thought I would show you how I put it up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, so I started doing this before I got the idea that maybe I should do this. So anyway, I'll show you what I've done so far. I usually wear some gloves to do this, because the metal kind of gives off some sort of dirt, and my hands get kind of black with it. So I'm starting off with some black gloves. You can still hear me from over here. So I've got my handy dandy little pole that comes with the trailer. So initially what you do is you unhook this little hook here, and then you undo the two wheels on either side. And if you have a hard time doing that, just kind of push it in a little bit, and it loosens it up. So I've done that now on both sides, so those are all done. So now I don't need my stick right now. No, actually I do need my stick right now, sorry. And what I do is take it from the center and just pull it straight out. And now I don't need my stick anymore, so I'm just going to put that over there and pull it all the way down. So you pretty much, mine is older, so it kind of stays on its own, but you're better off holding on to it. And now I get inside and I take the one support beam sort of thing, and where this person had been putting it was over here, which I have done in the past and realized I had made a mistake. So it does not go over here, rather it goes on here. So where the wheel is here, that's where it goes. So I've got the one side on now, so it's good, and I'll do the other side. There we go. And you notice that I could let go in between doing the two, because the support arm is there. So now what you do, while it's in this really down position, is you lock the two arms. And what I do is I kind of hold on to it like this, and I just kind of use my weight to lean backwards and yank at the same time. Depending on the ground, whether it's level or not level, I have this little stool, folds flat, doesn't take up any room at all. And this is like for me anyway, being 5 feet tall, this is like a perfect height for me. So this is oftentimes what I'll use to put up the awning. So I just kind of put it back here, stand up on it, and like I said, I'm going to yank and use my body weight, so not just my arms. There, and it's locked into place. Okay? And it's not that bad. It's not that hard to do. So now I'm going to go and do the other side. once again, I'm going to use my body weight here. There we go. And it's locked in place. So now I'm just going to fold this up. And I kind of fold it in half. And then fold it in half again. And then I just start rolling it. And then you just kind of stick it into the loop that they have here for this. There we go. Okay, so now then it is all locked in place, and all I need to do now is lift it up. So once again, because I'm only 5 feet tall, I use my handy dandy little stool. And I try and push it up, keeping it as straight as I possibly can. So I get on my stool part way here, and I try and hold the arm and pull it out, pull the little pin out, and then push up against it like that. And then I can stand on my stool and get it up like that. And I've got it up 3 notches, which is where I want it, because it might rain later on, and so I'm going to have it at an angle, so that way it doesn't, the rain doesn't accumulate in the center here. So once again, got my handy dandy little stool, and start off with 1 foot on the stool and my hand on the near the roller. Sometimes I'll hold on over here, but I try and hold on top as much as I can until I can't anymore, because I'm not tall enough. So then I hold on over here, and I've gone out 3 rungs. There, now I've gone out 4. Okay, and you don't want to bring it past the 4th one, because you can pull it all the way out. So that's it. That's all there is. Doesn't take much to do it. Pretty easy once you know how. And once you get into practice, I don't know how long this has taken me, but I think with all the explanation and everything, it's taken about 8 minutes to do. So as you can see, it's not too hard, even for somebody who's 5 feet tall. And I don't need a big ladder or anything like that. And I try and lock the arms. I try to do it in the same way each time, and lock the arms in when it's in the real down position. And that way I can use my body weight to lock the arms in place. So that's it. It's done. So you see, we 5 feet tall women are certainly able to do this by ourselves. Have a good one, everyone. Okay, so I thought I was going to be done showing you all about the awning, but I've decided now that it's time to put it down, that I'll show you what it's like to put it down and how I put it down. So I'm just going to show you what I have been dealing with since I put up the awning. So I had my supper and sat at the table there, and my chair, and this is my solo stove. I'm letting the fire die down now, but I was able to have a fire and eat outside even though it did rain. And you can see how yes, it's wet around, but the further down you go, the more wet it becomes. And This is where it was all dripping from that corner, and that's because I had one side lower than the other. So it worked perfectly. I wouldn't want to do this in a big rainstorm, but all right, so I'll show you how I put it down. Basically, it's just opposite from how I put it up. So what I do is I hold on to it and pull this pin and just gently let it come down. And then I do the same thing with the other side. There we go. Now that it's nice and low, I can pull the pins on these two side brackets. So I'm able to pull it. I probably should have my little stool here with me, but it's not that bad, so I can do it. So I take off the one side and put it back. And then I pull the pin on this side. You can hear it. And just put those back into those two slots. And now I'm going to raise it up. So I have to push mine a little bit. Like I said, it's a bit older, so it doesn't necessarily snap back. But I don't want it to snap hard into place, so I use the little end here that's meant for this, just to hold on to it, and that way I can control it when it goes back. And that's all there is to it. If I was leaving tomorrow, I would probably do all of the locks on it, but I'm probably staying another night. I don't like to leave the awning up overnight just in case it gets windy, and because the wind can take it, and it's big time expensive to change out the awning, so I don't want to have to do that. And so just to be on the careful side, I put it in every evening. And because I had the awning out, though, I was able to enjoy dinner outside even though it was raining, and I was able to have my little fire in the solo stove, and kept me nice and toasty warm, gave me good ambiance, and it was very comfortable. So if I didn't have the awning out in the rain, I would have had dinner inside, which would have been fine as well, but with the beautiful surroundings here, it's nice to eat outside when you can. So I'm going to show you what it looks like outside. So this is my view. It's called Twin Lakes, and I am still in the Yukon, and the site that I have is right on the lake, although I have to walk down the hill in order to get there, but still I have a nice big site. It's pretty quiet, even though it's right near the highway. It's pretty quiet because the highway isn't all that busy. So anyway, you can see there's some clouds in the distance, and it did rain, but it's no longer raining. It's a lovely, quiet, still evening, so I'm going to enjoy it and just let my fire die down. So anyway, that's it for how to put up your awning and take down your awning in an Airstream flying cloud